Yo, what up? It's your boy Destructive Films, and right now I'm with the homeboy Y motherfucking B.
Oh yeah, man. What's up, my boy?
What's cracking, fool? Hey, how's the drive, fool? From fucking,
It was cool. It's cool.
too bad and shit. You know?
No, I had my chauffeur right here.
That's right. Shit, we got
My
the
boy.
Q95.9 earlier. You know.
Yeah, we did. Shout out to Mambo. Shout out to you for
shout out
pulling
to
up.
Mambo. Yeah, shout out to
Definitely.
that. Fuck yeah, much love, fool. So, all right then. So let's get on it. So shit, I'm just gonna get it cracking off the bat.
Okay.
So the first thing I want to do is talk about the young YB. You know,
So you talking about Little Yogi?
I'm talking about Little Yogi. Yeah. Okay, how do you feel about coming up as an artist today versus back then? How do you? What's the difference? How do you feel? Shit, you were able to adapt. Talk about the process. Fool.
Yeah. I feel like the Little Yogi days, it was more like about the CDs and shit, the physical copies, no digital, no. I mean, there was YouTube, but it wasn't really like what it is now.
Like barely started off. Type shit.
Yeah, that shit was dead, you know? So we would have to really go outside and print up flyers, not post it on Instagram, print up flyers, go out there, pass them out, hit the swap meets, pass out flyers, all that shit. So I would do that. And then fucking compared to now, it's a fucking big difference because the streaming and all that shit.
Do you feel it's easier or do you feel I'm more difficult?
It's easier. It's easier, but the shit, I don't know. How can I say? I mean, the money is, it's good, but I'm just saying like back then it was a little different because you would get CDs for $1. So I would print up 1,000 CDs for $1,000, $1 each, and you sell them for $10 a pop. So you're profiting $9 a CD.
Right.
So that's a win. You winning all the way.
Yeah, it was that fucking go out there and get it type shit.
Yeah, for sure.
Versus now you gotta put that shit out there.
Trust me, bro. Like when this shit changed, I try to put like with my squad, you know how I have my squad and shit, I would take them with me to go sell CDs. But when they were with me, the transition had already happened. So these fools are just kind of like, what the fuck? Like, fool, sell CDs, like, and they would do it, but it wasn't the same. Like I would see it like, yeah, these fools ain't got it. Like to sell CDs, physical copies.
Yeah,
they were more like, hey, fool, you know, we could just post it, and I'll be like, nah, my boy, but this is the way to do it.
Right.
But that was the transition for me too. At the same time,
do you feel like it was because it was a lot more personal, you know, to get, you know, actually conversate with a person and chop it up with them.
It is, yes.
And then
I love it though. Like for me, it's like, hey, what's up, my boy? You listen to rap? Like, hey, check it out. It's my album right here. I'm just trying to push it, my boy. Like,
right.
Oh, what's this? Oh, okay, you rap? Yeah, hell yeah, that's me right there. Like, look, check it out.
Right.
And then how much? $10. And look, I got this one too. I'll give you 2 for 15, my boy. Fuck it, take 3 for 25. Right. Come on, dog. You know what I'm saying? And that's how it works.
But low-key, that's like people skills right there type shit. And it's like these days you don't have to have that.
Nah.
At all.
You just supposed
you could be the shyest motherfucker ever on the planet and then make a good song.
I feel like a lot of shy people do music and shit like that nowadays, and it works for them.
Right. Hey, but nothing compares to that hustle and upfront, and it's a different experience, to be honest. You know, they get to connect with you personally.
Yeah,
you know?
Definitely. But other than the hustle, I would say fuck, I don't know, like the shows. I mean, I guess the shows back then was a little different because you would have booths and you would sell CDs and you would, you know, interact with the people. And I mean, now fuck, last time I booked a fucking booth to sell CDs has been a fucking cool minute. I mean, I don't even got CDs.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I got my older CDs, but like, fuck, it's not really the thing now. But I am printing up my new album, but that's gonna be a collector's edition. So we're gonna sell them a little different.
That's right.
Yeah.
Hey, well, you're doing something right. You were there. You're here. You're still doing it.
Oh yeah, and the transition, like, we didn't even like to stay. How can I say, to like adapt to this generation? I just feel like I don't know, dog. I don't know how I did it, but I just learned the game and I just kept maneuvering and trying to figure shit out. And I feel like I just found my place, you know, and I'm just being myself, and it's working for the people. The people fuck with it. I feel like they see me and they're just like, man, that fool real. That fool's a humble ass fool. He's solid. He's really about what he says, and he's a real hustler. Because my music's about, like, if you really listen to my music, I really talk a lot about hustling. That's really my music. I'm a hustler.
That's right. Okay, so back then, there was a lot of, I feel there was like a lot of separation and segregation. Like there was this camp and that camp, and nobody really fucked with each other back then. These days is like you have all the San Diego heads linking up, collabing with each other. There's a lot more people in the LA County collabing with each other. Like a whole bunch of people are just fucking with each other these days. What do you think changed?
It's just, we're just evolving, but I do feel that's true though. That's a fact. Like back then, we wouldn't fuck with each other. And it wasn't my decision to do that. Cause one thing about me, dog, like I never have I'm not an ego fucking type of person. I don't have an ego. I'm just me, dog. And I would reach out, but some fools would just be on some funny shit. So then once they don't respond, you just like keep it moving, you know? And, I learned that as I went through my shit through the game. And then, I realized that, okay, this fool don't want to, you know, I don't know. It's hard to really like kind of get to detail with it because I don't want to like put names out there and shit, but pretty much, yeah, it's like that. It was like that. And now I feel like these new artists, they got social media so they could like connect easier. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like it's easier. And then you could see their videos. It's just so easier, dog, like to communicate. You see his video and then you're like, oh, I fuck with it. And then you tap in and then he taps in with you and then they end up working together.
Definitely. I mean,
I like it though. Yeah. It's cool.
Right? Everybody gets to.
That's the way it should be, dog. I mean, like, I feel like the other races in the rap game, that they do it.
Right.
And I think that's something we lack. I feel like we still lack that a little bit. Yeah. But
it's gotten better.
It's gotten a lot better.
But it's not like where it could be.
Yeah, for sure.
That's for damn sure. All right. Let's jump on to question number 3. Yeah. A lot of years in the game. You dropped many projects. There has to be one specific project that you just really fucked with, like just that specific one that just means something to you. Which one is it?
Fuck, I would say Black Roses. Yeah, that's one of my favorite ones.
Was it a certain phase that you're going through?
That was kind of like my YB phase, but. Cause I mean, the Little Yogi shit was cool. I mean, that's what I'm saying. It's hard to like say because it's like I have the Little Yogi shit and then I have the YB shit. So it's kind of like, it's 2 different phases. But in general, like everything all together, I would say Black Roses is probably my favorite album because I feel like I was ready, like delivery wise and concept wise, just everything, beat selection, the way I just executed that album, I feel was the.
Do you feel like, because at that moment you finally found your steez, your style, like, you know, like this is
what I want. This is what I've been searching for.
And this is how I want to move forward.
Yeah, definitely.
You know,
because the Little Yogi shit was hard too. Like my Only Way Out, my first album.
I mean, that's how you have a lot of your core fans from there,
for sure.
And they followed you to your YB stage,
definitely, dog.
And they're still with you right now,
dog. And I have streams, like big streams on these Little Yogi songs too. So it's like, not that I overlook them, but it's just like to the fans, I feel like they appreciate those more.
Oh shit.
You know what I'm saying? But then the YB ones, like for instance, like my Little Yogi Spotify and my YB Spotify, the monthly listeners on the Little Yogi is higher than the YB.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it's a trip. But the streams of the songs are higher in the YB. So it's like I have more subscribers on the Little Yogi one, but I have more people bumping the YB ones. Because I don't think I've hit 1 million streams yet on a song on the Little Yogi ones, but I'm in like the 600,000-700,000 already, and like on multiple songs. Right. But the YB ones are all like millions, you know. All my top 5s are like millions, like 3 million, 4 million, 5 million. But I just feel like a lot of people, there's times where I run into people at shows or even through DMs and shit, and they'll get at me like, damn, I didn't know you were Little Yogi.
Right.
So I think it could be that too. Like they just don't know.
Right. You know? I mean, I'm one of those persons. I didn't know. I didn't know that artist existed.
Who, YB?
Little Yogi.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I didn't. I had no idea. I had to like learn, find out, and dig.
Exactly. There's people like that too that just know YB and they don't know Little Yogi. So
yeah.
That's another thing, you know?
But I feel like for the people that do know Little Yogi, like, it's like a little bit more special because they've seen you grow.
For sure.
You know, so they feel like they've been with you.
For sure, dog.
You know, so that makes
I feel like a lot of my day ones, they're still riding with me because they know, like, man, that fool put in work.
Right.
I definitely put in work and I'm still here and I'm still going hard. And We ain't stopping, dog. Shit, we just getting better. Hell yeah.
Right.
Yeah, yeah. I always call myself that, the underdog.
Yeah.
I always say that because it's a fact. Because I see rappers that come out of nowhere and blow up because of, you know, a value shock or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know how to explain it, but I'm myself, I'm me, I'm not doing the extras on the internet, and I'm just dropping music. But at the end, I feel music's going to overpower everything. Because this is what it's about. That's what we're doing. We're doing music.
Right.
But yes, it's about entertainment too. You know what I'm saying? But the entertainment side is more like, I don't know, it's different. I don't know. Streaming music and YouTube, fucking like doing YouTube interviews like this and shit like that. Like this helps. This is part of the game. But overall, the music streams is the one that's what we're doing it for. That's what I'm doing it for. My music. I'm doing it for my music. I'm doing this shit for music. And this is just part of the game.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
How do you feel, which we kind of talked about a little bit, but how do you feel about like social media taking over the game? It pretty much did. Yeah. It's like almost mandatory now these days.
Yeah, it's mandatory for sure.
Do you think it's a good thing? Do you think it's a bad thing? Do you think it fucked up the game? Like, what's your perspective on like social media?
I think it's a good thing because it's easier for you to like market yourself and get your shit out there. But then that's the good side of it. But then the bad side of it is that anybody could just become an artist or anything overnight. And some fools will pop.
Oh, right.
You know what I'm saying? Some fools will just pop.
Like they have a chance now.
They just, everybody has a chance. I think that's where it just becomes super like saturated.
How do you feel about the game being saturated? Because this goes for the whole music game.
Yeah.
This goes for anywhere from artists to videographers.
To podcasting. Podcasting like the new game.
Bruh, this is super, super fucking saturated these days. But regardless, only a few stand out, and they always will.
Well, definitely. Yeah. I mean, everybody could try, but not everybody's going to get the results, you know, but I don't know, man.
Back then it wasn't though. Back then.
But it's like, it's good because we need it. Ones that really put in work and that really have skill and really have, you know, what it takes to take shit to the next level. Like, this is the shit that is needed, but it is super saturated with a lot of bullshit. That's a fact, dog. It's saturated with a lot of bullshit.
It's a crazy game these days. 2024 is a different fucking breed. 2024, straight the fuck up. And we're already half the year, getting closer to 2025. Let's talk about clout, okay? Clout is fucking huge. A lot of people, fool. A lot of people be on some fuck shit.
Yeah.
But what has steered you to be able to just keep your composure and not fall into that? Because a lot of people be on fuck shit thinking they could just blow up from it, you know? Talk down on this person. I'm going to do this. I'm just going to be reckless, you know, for clout to be able to come up for a quick come up, you know, but you were able to keep your composure and you have always just.
It's because I come from a whole different era. You know what I'm saying? Like I grew up a different way. Like for me to do, it's funny for me to even like talk shit. Like I would not do that. I'm not going to go on the phone and call somebody out. I'd rather just DM this person and just be like, what's up, G? Like, is it really that serious? Or some man to man shit, you know, like all that. Like that's cool, but I don't know. To each his own, but I mean, it's not for me for sure. But I see it, and I think it's a little reckless and not necessary for sure.
I don't think it's an era thing. Why? Because there's a bunch of older fools doing it.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, so it's not an era thing. I feel like it's just your personal character type.
Yeah, no, right. Yeah, it's to each his own, you know. But it is like a drug. Because once you do it and you see numbers, I feel like they get addicted to it.
Right.
You know,
it's a fucking drug.
Yeah, it's like a drug, and they just keep doing it, and then that's like their way of like feeling like they're accomplishing something.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And
relevant or whatever.
Or to stay relevant, but I'm cool, bro. Like I ain't gonna do none of that shit. Like I'd rather drop a video and get fucking good comments and shit like that over that than me talking shit on somebody. Like. And then fool, like I've seen so many rappers go at it, or anybody, not just rappers, people just go at it, and then fucking next week they're fucking chilling, and it's like, you know, like and they say reckless shit, so it's just kind of like how like I hope you fools took it to the backyard real quick and ran that, and then fucking shook hands, and you know maybe some of them do, but yeah, that's a little it's a fucked up thing about
That's
the
the
game.
drug. That's the drug of clout right there. Straight up these days, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
And it's a fucked up one too. Talk about one of your most memorable moments from one of your shows, fool. Like there had to be a show that you're like, you just fucking had to be there. Like it was an amazing experience for you. One of your shows, like one of the ones that are just memorable to you.
Oh yeah, that's a fact.
Yo, that shit was tired. That shit.
I remember, when I did the observatory once, and I had everybody fucking yelling out MSN or ski mask and shit like that. That was cool, but it's hard, fool, because I've done so many shows. But okay, see, like those observatory shows, those are dope. But in those times, I was just the opener, and I was able to get everybody to fuck with me and all that. So that was dope. But I think the best. Yeah, I got a good memory right now, and a good moment was when I did my first solo show headline in OC, and I fucking sold that shit out. And I remember, dog, I had a lot of people there supporting me. You were there.
I was there.
Yeah, you were there. And I remember walking out and just everybody just going crazy, dog. And that shit was like a dope ass feeling. I remember that shit, just walking through and everybody was right there just fucking hell yeah, like just going up for me and shit.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that was a good memory for sure. And I got footage of it. Did you shoot it? Oh no, Icon did. Yeah, but I got footage of that shit, and if you go back and see it, that shit was lit for sure.
Yeah, it definitely was. I mean, I was a part of the crowd.
Yeah,
I was there supporting just to enjoy the show. And it was an amazing show, fool. Like it really was. And the whole thing was packed, and it was everybody was just having.
Man, I had people messaging me like, my boy, I'm outside. They're not letting me in. They said it's sold out. Like, what's up, bro? And there was even people we got in, remember? Like, I would even tell this fool, hey, fool, go tell the security, let them in. And we would get people in. It was max. Yeah, it was max.
The venue was maxed out. Like,
it was maxed out.
Damn. If you blew the fuck up today, what's your next move? Bank account unlimited.
Oh, I would.
What's your next move?
I would open some with food in the food business. I'll get in the food business.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. I will definitely get in the food business. Open up a restaurant or something, a taco truck, some shit. I've always had a dream to do something like that. I already have the name in my head. My lady's a chef. That's another thing. So I would do something for her. I would do something for me, and I would just go crazy with it.
That's right.
Yeah, I would just build some crazy shit. But I would definitely get into the food game, and man, I think I'll probably start it with that, and then other little things probably like I know a barbershop would be dope, a laundromat, shit like that. Just shit that's always gonna bring money.
Right.
Same shit that's always gonna bring money.
100%.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So all the years that you've been in the game, how many times did you have to like find that inspiration again? Because I know that sometimes it's hard. Sometimes you lose hope. Maybe sometimes you're just down and you're thinking, "Fuck."
I would say, you know what I would say? I would say that it's kind of like writer's block. Sometimes it's like when you're writing a song and you just get stuck on writer's block. And what I do when I get writer's block, I just stay away for it. Like right now, I just dropped. Well, I'm gonna drop this album, right? And I've been working on this project, like I said, for like 2 years, right? Now, this whole promo run that I've been doing, I have not touched a beat or nothing. Just right now I did. Right here outside, right?
Right.
But I have not recorded. I haven't even bothered Talent. Talent's fucking on vacation right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he really is. He's really on vacation right now. He's just chilling. And because I got to give him his free time to live his life, and I gotta do me too, and focus on the promo run and all that. And then once I'm done with everything, which is after like a few months, it's like the mind comes back and it's just like, all right, game time, and I go back to hit it again. And I feel like to find inspiration again, I have to like do this shit, but then also kind of like stop for a little bit,
right?
And then just watch, and then just come back. If you force it, dog,
you're right.
If you force it, it's not gonna be good, dog. So there's artists that want to like prove shit consistent, like, which you have to stay consistent. I'm not saying don't stay consistent, but know how to map your shit out and space your shit out, and know how to drop shit so shit doesn't look like you're just gassing out. You know what I'm saying? So just do it a certain way, and as at the same time as you're doing this, the inspiration of the music is just coming back slowly.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and then I don't know. It's kind of hard to answer that question, but real shit, like I would just say take breaks, but then take breaks, but stay consistent at the same time somehow, some fucking way. I don't know. I mapped that out my way and it works for me, but yeah, I've been through that. I've been through feeling like giving up, all that shit. But more than likely, when I felt like that, it was because of losing people and shit like that. Mm-hmm. It wasn't because I couldn't fucking write a song or I didn't want to do this or the money wasn't coming in or none of that. Because to be honest, I've been living off this music shit for the last fucking 10 years, like straight up. I haven't had a fucking job in years, my boy. So it's like, it's not that the music's not paying me. No, it is. It's just, yeah, do I want a fucking $1 million? Hell yeah, I do. But we got to work for it. So that's going to take time. You got to build. You got to keep fucking strategizing. You got to keep, I don't know. You got to execute, dog. It's not easy. You got to really put in work and don't gas yourself out trying to prove something to the next man. Fuck everybody. Do you, dog. And that's what I'm doing. Fuck all these rappers, but you know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I look at it. Like, man, fuck everybody. I don't
tunnel vision.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck what he's doing. I don't give a fuck what he's doing. I don't give a fuck if they're talking about him or him or him. I don't give a fuck. Like I've had so many people, oh, did you hear about this? You hear about this? Like, yeah, that's cool. Like, hey, man, shout out to them. Like, fool, support them, dog. Like, they deserve that shit. Like, that's right. You know what I'm saying? But it's all good. Like, my time's gonna come, dog. And that's how you gotta look at it. Like, don't be a hater. Salute everybody. Stay in your lane, and it's gonna come. You just gotta work for that shit.
Pemex dropping the 28th, coming soon and shit.
Yeah, June 28th.
Yep.
Which is this Friday.
Yeah, this Friday.
So I don't know if this is coming out.
It's coming out. It's like, you know me. So.
Yeah, this is coming out tomorrow. Yeah, that's dope, man. Shout out to my boy, man. You always show me love for it.
I appreciate you. It's likewise, you know. Yeah. Likewise. It's been like that for years.
And yeah, you know what's up for. But yeah, June 28th, Pemex. We got 20 tracks on there. Man, I've been working on that album for like 2 years, straight up. Yeah, there's songs on there it took some time, but and if you really listen, you'll see like the detail. Like you see, what would you do?
Right.
Like what would you do? We got the whole the beat. The beat was already one process that took some time, and then I laid my vocals, and then I got talk box in the background. If you really listen, there's a talk box in there, and then I got that girl singer with you know what I'm saying, in the outro of the song. Like just the little layers, little details. It's like a pizza. You gotta have all the ingredients, you know what I'm saying? Like, and those are the things that people appreciate when they hear the song. That's why I got so much response like that, because people felt that shit like, damn, like it's a real record. So that's what it takes to make legit real songs. Not just going like right now, I just recorded a song in 30 minutes, right? Real quick. But that doesn't mean it's done.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That was just the layout, and then we could keep fucking with it. The producer could add with it, whatever he adds. If we need a fucking whatever, anything, an instrument, anything, we could bring somebody in to do shit. My Pemex album really is detailed like that. Like we got fucking, like I'm talking about having bandas and everything, doing certain instruments, all that shit. Shout out to Cricket. He made a lot of that happen for me on the certain songs that I have with him. Cause that's what it is. Like the album, it's like hip hop. It's a fucking straight hip hop rap album, but some of the beats are like Mexican themed sound, like not corrido, but like corrido sound, like rap.
Yeah.
Like it just has like like you'll feel the Mexican vibe in there, you know? And Cricket has a lot to do with that, which is like 6-7 of those songs. And then the rest is like Talent. Talent just gave me the West Coast fucking knockers, like the West Coast bangers. And, but with those Cricket ones, like he had to bring in like people to fucking like to do certain instruments to those beats.
Right.
So that is real detailed, fool.
Yeah, people don't understand how time consuming or how much work really puts into a song that you really want to put love into.
Oh yeah. It took time, and we got a lot of not a lot of features, but we got some cool features. We got Bravo the Bag Chaser. We got G Perico. We got Yariel. You know, Yariel Roaro. Yeah. Shout out to the homie. He killed that record with me. And my boy Murdoch. We got my boy Andy Ruiz. Yeah, we got Andy Ruiz on the record rapping, which is fucking classic.
Okay,
you know
okay, I'm gonna cut you off right there for a quick second because you brought up my next question. Andy Ruiz, he's in your project. How'd you feel? Like he pulled up to the studio.
That record has been done 3 years ago. So we recorded that 3 years ago. Well, we wrote it at his pad and in his studio. He has a studio in Vegas. We wrote it there. And then he ended up pulling up to my studio like 3 years ago. We recorded it, and then we just left it there. Like we never did nothing with it. So it was sitting there for years. Yeah. And then now that I was finishing this album, I was bumping it, and I was like, man, why the fuck? We need to use this shit.
Right.
So I called him like, hey, what's up, fool? Like, how you been? He's like, oh, I'm good, bro. Just training, whoop de whoop. I was like, oh, okay, bet, bro. I was like, look, I don't want to take too much of your time, but I got this song, fool, the one we did. What's up with it? Let's use it. And he was like, let me hear it. He's like, send it to me. And I sent it to him. And he was like, damn. He's like, shit. He's like, maybe we could use it. He's like, let's go eat. Let's go eat tomorrow, and we'll chop it up. And I was like, all right, bet. So then I ended up going out to eat with him. We kicked it. We chopped it up. And I showed him the song. And yeah, he was like, all right, let's hit the studio. But this is something he's interested in doing.
Right.
I'm not just bringing it to him like, oh, you want to rap? Like he wanted to do it. You know what I'm saying? And then we went to the studio. We redid it. We re-recorded it. And yeah, it ended up coming out dope. And Talent mixed it. And then I sent it to him done. And yeah, he loved it. He was like, go ahead, bro. Let's use it. Let's run it. He was like, use it for your album. And it's crazy because my album was already uploaded through the distribution. Yeah. And I had to take it down so I could add Andy's song on there. Yeah. So shout out to my boy, though, man. That fool showed me love, man, from the gate. That's my boy. Real shit.
The crazy part, I mean, I heard the song, and he did amazing in it.
Real shit, yeah.
I was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
This fool can spit.
No, real shit. Like, if you play a beat, and if I'm sure he could write. He hasn't really got that far into it because it's not really his thing. You know, he's a boxer. You know what I'm saying? He's just having fun with it, dog. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But he has the delivery, and he could stay on beat, dog. Like, for sure. There's rappers that I see nowadays that can't even stay on fucking beat.
No, he has the voice and the delivery.
He got it, dog.
Two key things that you need.
For sure. Yeah,
he most def got it.
And his brother does too.
Oh, shit.
Shout out to MOTM. He's on the hook. Right. He's on the hook. And yeah, it was a dope record. We got Talent on the beat. Talent produced it. We recorded it right there with Talent, and it's sick, fool. It's badass, fool. It's dope, and I'm fucking appreciative that he let me use it. You know,
that's right. Yeah. All right, so Pemex is coming out. What Would You Do music video just dropped, and
Shot by You.
That's right.
DSTRUCTIVE. Yeah.
And it just seems like a lot of people are just like truly standing behind you, fool.
Yeah.
Like, truly supporting. How do you feel about that? Like, how does that make you feel? Like,
I mean, that shit's a trip. It's a trip because I know everybody's seeing these drops I have and shit, and it's all genuine, dog. Like, I didn't pay none of them. I didn't pay nobody. Like, nah. It was just a quick little, hey, bro, check it out. Boom, boom, boom. Reached out to them, and they were everybody. I got you. And sure enough, text, bing, video. Damn, that's what's up. By everybody, dog. From what? Man, Baby Bash, Andy, Mexican OT, Little Rob, Cholo Fit, Livia, DJ Livia, Duno,
92.3,
High Tone 92.3. Fuck, so many. It's like I have so many that I don't even think I could use them all.
Damn,
because I have too many, dog. Yeah, so you know, to those that did do it, if I don't use it, you know who you are, and you know, shout out to you. But fuck, I just have so many. Like, the days already come. What, the album's dropping in like 3 days. So I could only drop like 3 more. Unless I flood them on the story. But then it's not going to get the love that it should, you know? So it's like, But it's all good, you know? Shout out to them. And they did it out of love. So, you know, I appreciate that for sure.
Last but not least, let's talk about Kings of the West.
Yeah, hell yeah.
You know, let's talk about the show.
Mm-hmm.
Invite the people to come through.
Yeah.
You know, where's it at? What time?
July 13th, man. Shout out to Bobby D. I've been in the talks with Bobby for years. Shout out to Chente. Chente made that shit happen for me. Well, he introduced me to him. And then from there, me and Bobby just kept the relationship, and we just built the relationship from there. And he had put me on the Taco Fest. I think it was in Norco. I did that. And then he put me on the Once Upon a Time in LA. And then and those are all dope. Those are all dope ass shows. And then fast forward, we kept having meetings, and we were just chopping it up. And he was just like, "Don't trip, bro. Like, I got you. Watch, I'm gonna put you on a banger." And sure enough, he just fucking, I just remember him reaching out to me and he was just like, you free July 13th? And I was like, yeah, I'm good. He's like, all right. He's like, I'm gonna hit you back in like a week. I was like, all right, bet. And then he hits me back and he's like, you ready? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, don't send this to nobody. And I was like, all right. And he sent me the flyer. And I was like, what the fuck? I was like, what? I was like, is this for real? He's like, come on, bro. He's like, hell yeah, it's for real. He's like, you on the lineup, official. That's right. There's the official flyer. My face is on it. Like, I've done so many shows with a lot of them artists. I've done many shows with them, but I was always like, even though I'm gonna be an opener, because obviously these motherfuckers are all legendary artists, but so of course I'm probably gonna be like the first one. But the thing is that I'm really on the lineup. I'm not just like, I didn't pay to be on the show. None of that shit. Like, I'm really on the fucking show. You know what I'm saying? And all these other shows, I would have to sell tickets. Right. And then fucking the major artist comes and they kick me out and all this bullshit. Nah, not this one. This one, I'm getting the same treatment as all of them, you know? Right. So shout out to Bobby D for being a real one and for putting me on. Straight up.
So Kings of the West,
Bakersfield.
What date?
July 13th.
July 13th, Bakersfield.
Get your tickets, man. Come pull up. Bring your Mexican flags. Come represent. Because I'm the only Mexican on that motherfucker. I'm the only Latino on that shit. So come on, man. We got to represent. And, you know, I wish a lot of other podcasts or, you know, I wish a lot of other people would highlight this shit, but they don't. And it's cool. You know what I'm saying? But I'm grateful that 92.3's reached out. They highlighted it. They showed me love. You reached out. Bulek has reached out. So many people's reached out, but so many hasn't either. You know what I'm saying? But it's cool. Like, it's all in God's, you know, God's timing. And hopefully they open their eyes and they see like, man, your boy out here really making moves. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see what happens. But yeah.
That's right. Well, we're going to wrap this up. Thank you so much for pulling up to 203 Studios in Oxnard.
Hell yeah. Shout out to the 805
in my backyard, fool. You know, appreciate that. You know, so much love. You already know, fool.
Thank you, my boy. I appreciate you. Shout out to you. You always, you know, standing by me, dog. And I appreciate you, fool. Like, I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing to this day if it wasn't for you too, dog, because you somebody right there by my side holding me down and helping me out. And I appreciate you, my boy, 100%.
Likewise, fool. And I want to say this real quick, fool. Like, back in the day, in the beginning, the first video that we worked at, you were one of the very few that actually just lifted me the fuck up. And brought me from the street shit that I was doing, just, you know, when I was starting off, to the professional shit. I was like, you opened the doors for me for a lot of things, fool.
Likewise, though. We both did. Yeah, we both helped each other out, dog. And I remember that day, like, what you just hit me up, like, hey, fool, I got you. Just pull up.
I did, yeah.
And I pulled up, and I think you even had it set up and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, we shot. Conejo pulled up.
He did.
Yeah, Conejo pulled up that day. Yeah, we shot that shit, and the shit ever since then,
it just, that shit.
And even more now that I realize after, because I've worked with other directors after that, which is dope. You know, shout out. You know, it's part of the being an artist, right? Of course, yeah. We end up messing with different people, but I ended up realizing, like, man, this motherfucker knows me. This is what I need to fuck with. Just like Talent knows me. Talent knows my sound. Talent knows how to make my music sound. You know how to, my image. You know how to hit it with the camera. So I gotta fuck with the people that really know what I gotta present to the streets and to the world, you know?
Yeah. Well, much love. Shout out YB. Thank you for pulling up, folks.
203 Studios. Let's get it.
There you go. That's right. We'll catch y'all in the next one.